Tonight, the U.S. Agency for International Development is a fraction of what it once was. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced today on X the 6-week purge of USAID programs is over, with 83% of its contracts canceled. The agency hands out billions of dollars every year to help combat poverty, fight diseases, and give aid to areas hit by natural disasters. The Trump administration has repeatedly called for dismantling it, alleging much of the funds were being misused. And because of these funding cuts at the end of this week, the University of Illinois Soybean Innovation Lab will lose another round of staff. The lab will close its doors on April 15th. Haley Bickelhoft is live in studio and explains what impact the closure could have. Haley.
Hey Jenna, the Soybean Lab started in 2013 and its main goal, conducting research to boost soybean demand and economic development in other countries. All that changed on January 27th when workers first learned of the U.S. aid cuts.
It was working. That will stop.
Dr. Peter Goldsmith saw his research grow firsthand overseas.
You know, Africa is a huge potential market.
19 labs across 17 states working to convert the continent into a soy-based economy.
Soybean has shown to be a tremendous economic engine.
The research creating demand for U.S. soybean oil and opportunities for U.S. companies.
Did the research and developed a multi-crop commercial scale thresher.
The lab's mantra is to work themselves out of a job.
It's now fully commercialized.
One of these plants are from Africa, let's say, and another one is from the U.S.
Michelle, the associate director of the lab, explains a project on the U of I's campus crosses plant genes, preventing a devastating disease called rust.
The single pod here that he marked that has no leaves is going to be the cross.
The lab now forced to let the field lie. That's after receiving their official termination letter on February 26th.
It's pretty depressing. It's hard.
Originally believing they might get a positive review following that January notice.
We felt we were a good fish caught up in a large net.
How are Illinois, Iowa farmers going to be impacted by this?
Yeah, so they're not.
That is right now.
You have to play the game to win the game. You can't be absent.
Africa's small market isn't impacting the price or quantity of soybeans today, but Goldsmith believes that untapped demand will in the future.
If it's not U.S., it would put U.S. farmers at a disadvantage.
Their research shows soybeans were the fastest growing crop in Africa from 2014 to 2023. A demand Goldsmith believes will far outweigh the supply. It just depends which country will meet that need.
There isn't a plan B. There isn't another game in town to advocate for essentially the U.S. standard.
Peter and Michelle say they're looking for options on how the research could move forward. However, they acknowledge their studies are risky and in an area that very few companies demand.